Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be showing you what I thrifted in October, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So I'm really excited. I got some lovely pieces of clothing this month and I'm really excited to show you everything I got. Really excited for it. Yeah, we got a few bits. We got some clothes, we got sewing things, because yes, sewing is coming back to the channel. It really is. In the new year I'm getting back to the sewing stuff because I was starting to get quite good at it. And then my illnesses flared up and I couldn't do it anymore, but we're getting back to it. We are. And I've also got like DVDs and books and things. So we've got a good all-roundy kind of a thrift haul today. But before we get to it, don't forget, if you are new here, you can click the subscribe button to become part of the butterfly family. We would absolutely love to have you here. Don't forget to leave this video a cheeky like and a comment down below so I know and the YouTube universe knows that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget as well though that the best way to support me here at the channel is by clicking the links in the description for Ko-fi and Patreon. Both are amazing ways to show me that you're enjoying my content, and it keeps getting put back into the channel for me to create content, and also over on my blog to help keep it going. So I'm very excited. Thank you to these wonderful butterflies for doing such. Over on Patreon, my monthly butterflies over there are just the best. So thank you to everyone over there. Don't forget to click the links if you would like to become a little butterfly and get shout out and extra content and a Discord server where we can chat and chill out and you can talk about what content you'd like to see and things like that. But let's get to the thrift haul, shall we? I think we'll start with clothes. We'll get them out of the way. So the first thing I got is caught on the second thing I got. One moment, please. So I found another one of these little wraps. I love these. This was originally from Topshop and it's just really nice. I love the like gold accents. It's very like Art Deco and I absolutely love it with the fringing all down it. I love these. I feel so witchy when I wear these. They're really nice for like autumn and spring time to just throw on over your clothing. Just a nice little extra layer. Now this didn't have a price on it. It didn't have a tag. So because of that she let me have it for £5, which is not bad. Topshop can be quite expensive, so I don't know how much this was originally, but I love the glitteriness and the pattern. A good find all around, I think you'll agree. The next thing I got is this really cute, it's very like plain black little jumper, but it has this like ruching. I'm trying to get the light so you can see. There you go. Little ruching here, so it just gives it that extra something. This is originally from Do and it was £4 to me, which is not bad at all for a little staple for the wardrobe. A very good little find there. And then the next one, this was a really good deal. This cardigan is so nice. I love the wooden buttons, I love the pattern on it. It's just really cute little cardigan, and this is originally Fat Face, and if you know Fat Face at all, you'll know pretty expensive, but it was just £7 to me from the British Heart Foundation, and I absolutely love this. I think it's going to really see me through the winter. It's such a nice layering item. I love the little cardigan pockets. That's the word, pockets. But yeah, it's just a really nice little navy blue cardigan. Really lovely. I like it because it's got like, the wool has multicoloured little speckles in it. Very cute. The next item was originally River Island, which again can be quite expensive. But it's this lovely, like, would you say this was tan or beige, my husband? Beige. He would say it's beige. It's got quite a scoop neck, but then around it is like brown lacing, and by lacing I don't mean like lacing like neck curtains lacing, I mean lacing like shoelacing. Yeah, it's really pretty. Really lovely top, and just very plain in a lot of ways, but I thought this gave it a real vintage feel to it. And this was £6.50, so a lot cheaper than it would have been originally from River Island. And I just thought it'd be really nice just throw on with a circle skirt, just to give me a really lovely little look each time I wanted to wear it. I love finding wall staples. This time of year is the perfect time. It's also a good time to find things that you want to wear like next summer. And this is one of those items. This is originally from Next. And it's this like really thin cotton, but it looks like denim, but it's not. It's very thin cotton dress. It has a ruffly bit on the bottom. You know, I love my ruffly bits. And this lovely like lace detailing, and it is the neck curtains lacing. This is, I have some, the reason I describe everything as best as I can is because I do have butterflies here who are blind or partially sighted, and so I try my very best to describe things as much as I can. This dress is quite low, so I'd have to wear a top underneath it, but this was £10.50 to me, and knowing Next, this was probably about 80 quid or something ridiculous. It's really pretty though, and it has these really long ties that go round to the back. This will be a staple next year, I'm pretty sure, and even in the spring I think I'll probably wear it with like that fat face cardigan. I think they would look really cute together. Really love that dress. Did I say how much it was? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. I did. It was £10.50 anyway if I didn't. I'm going to leave this because I think that piece is the best thing I found, so we're going to go with this one first. This is a lovely green needlepoint cord long skirt, very 90s. I love this so much. It's just a long skirt, really pretty, and it has this like belt round it with beadages on the bottom. This was originally per Una, and it was £4 to me. But I love corduroy, any form of corduroy I absolutely love, and I'm really into my long skirts and like that real 70s, late 60s, early 70s look is just so my vibe at the moment. So I thought this like olive green skirt would be a really nice thing to add to my wardrobe-ness. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel a bit insane today. That's alright though, isn't it? So the last thing I got is so beautiful. I love this so much. Let me have a look. Who was it originally? Oh, it's one of them where the cheeky little monkeys have removed the label. But I'm going to assume it's like Marks and Spencer's, something like that. And this is a very like 1950s, 1960s kind of navy blue dress. But then what gets me is along the bottom. Let me hold it up. It's all flowers and butterflies in all these bright colours, and I just think this is gorgeous. And then at the back it's quite low cut in a V at the back, but I just thought this was gorgeous. It's got a nice like 3/4 sleeve as well. It's just a really beautiful dress. I think this is gorgeous. This was £5 to me. If it was Marks and Spencer's, it would have been reasonably expensive as well, I think. But I just thought this was absolutely gorgeous. Just look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. I had to get it. It got butterflies, and it's just so me. And even the woman at the desk was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, I know, and now it's mine. Love it. The last thing in the clothing, jewellery section is this beautiful necklace. I think this was £2, but I could be wrong because the label isn't on it anymore. But it's a black large piece with like silver on it, and it reminded me of like the Memento Mori mourning jewellery that Victorians would wear for their family, and I just saw it and thought that is absolutely stunning. I wish it was on a longer chain, but I probably have a longer chain anyway somewhere, so I'm just going to probably swap that out for a longer chain, because I think if it came down to about here it would be perfect, but I think as it is, it's just going to be about normal neck length. That's beautiful, isn't it? I absolutely love that. I think next up we're going to do sewing and then like DVDs and books. So, sewing. I've lost something. I've lost it. Hold on. So I did find a little bag of vintage green buttons. They all matched and they were very small buttons. I can't find them, however. If I find them, I will take a photograph and insert it here. But if I can't, they were £1. It's fine. I also bought this miscellaneous bag of buttons also for £1. I got them because of these big buttons, but also it's just good to have buttons like this in your collection if you're sewing, and they all look pretty old. The woman was telling me that she goes through like tins full of vintage buttons constantly, and she showed me a big tin of buttons and I wanted all of them. I did restrain myself, however, and just got these and the other one. Because I don't want to end up swimming in buttons, you know, you've got to show a little bit of restraint. Got to try at least. Then I got a couple of sewing patterns. These were £1 each. I got Simplicity K8051. Very nice, very nice. I thought this would be a nice like summer project for next year. And then I got Simple Sew, the skater dress, which looks like this. And I think this is very similar to that navy blue dress that I just thrifted. But I thought I love these Simple Sew ones. They're very easy, and this is for an adventurous beginner, which I kind of am. So we'll give that a whirl maybe in January, so look out for that coming to the channel. That's all I got for sewing. I'm trying not to like keep getting sewing things because I haven't been well enough to sew on a regular basis, and I don't want to end up with loads of stuff that I end up wasting. Let somebody else have those projects, you know. You got to be good. You got to try and be good at least. And then the last section are books and DVDs. I got this for my husband. This is Britain's Haunted Heritage by Keith B. Poole. And this looks quite an old book because look, from the very yellowed pages. I don't know when it's from. It was originally £12. We got it for £1. If you check out my husband's channel, it is always linked down below. But my husband does a lot of like haunted content and stuff. So yeah, look out for some stories of that coming in the future to his channel. Then I have The World's Greatest Showman on Blu-ray for £1. I love this movie. I do. I love it. I love Zac Efron. I know it's weird to say, a lot of people don't agree, but I love him. And my favourite character is the bearded lady, because I always used to want to be a bearded lady when I was a kid. Yeah, I've always been weird. It's just me. And then I also found a special 2-disc special edition of Sweeney Todd. I love this film. This is in my top films. I became a little bit obsessed with it when it came out and watched it lots. But yeah, I got the 2-disc special edition, a bleeding masterpiece. I completely agree. And that was everything I got. I got some really good pieces from my wardrobe. I love the sewing patterns that I got. This one might be January or February's project. And yeah, I love everything that I got. I do need to do a big clear out in my wardrobe. I do need to like go through and just get rid of anything that I haven't been wearing. So that'll be a video soon. Not looking forward to that. I'm sure you are though. But not so much, because I tend to get very possessive over clothing. I never used to before I started dressing like vintage and stuff, but I actually really like clothing now, and because I have this thing, like I saved this. I saved it because it's mostly thrifted. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I'm a bit mental today. That's just the way my brain is, and I am in my pyjamas. It's just the way it is. I'm so grateful for all of you. You're all so kind and so supportive. I'm just really, really lucky to have beautiful people in my little butterfly family who accept that there are some weeks I can't do content, and there are some times I'll record content in my PJs. It's just one of them things. When you have chronic illnesses, you just got to do what you can do. So thank you to everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like and a comment down below. I would love to know what your favourite thing is that I found, what you found this month. Let me know your best thrift find. I always love hearing the little treasures that you saved from landfill. Very important jobs that we thrifters have. Don't forget, if you are new here, to head down below, click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here on a Friday, but sometimes on a Monday as well. It just depends what's going on. I love to keep you all on your toes. Don't forget to head down below and check the links for Patreon and Ko-fi. They do keep this channel going. They help me so much. So if you enjoy my content, just check them out. Have a wonderful, magical week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.